Anyway, welcome back to After Hours.
Who's a what's-its?
It's the only show that has a lower pulse than I do.
That pulse is pretty low.
Yeah, I'm not long for this world. I've done too much.
Done too much?
I've done too much dark shit.
Sounds about
The
right.
symbols are on the wall. The cults are amassing. The media has been slowly taken over by the world. Government.
It's like, world. Government.
The government runs the world.
Hey, they like the way they do.
Today we're going to change it up a little bit. Usually we talk about games and anime. Today we're going to talk about some literature because I know most of you don't fucking read. I don't know why I'm being so aggressive today.
I don't know why aggressive people don't read.
Because you need to read a book. You literally just put a shelf together last night.
You need to read instructions.
Listen,
Or in this case, look at pictures of the instructions.
and read it backwards, in your case. You don't read like normal, you read backwards. The reverse Z for manga.
I'm too used to reading backwards. I can't figure out how to read forward anymore. I read in reverse.
Yeah, but speaking of, we're going to take a moment to acknowledge something that happened recently. I'm sure all of you watching have heard the greatest manga artist of all time, Toriyama, has passed away.
Doesn't feel real.
It really, like, out of everybody, I didn't think he'd be the one.
No?
Honestly, no. It just
No.
came out of left fucking field for me the other week.
Oh, yeah. I woke up to that. I was like, what the hell?
I was like, is somebody bullshitting me around? Because I was checking my Instagram while I was getting ready for work. And that was the first thing. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. They done got my boy Toriyama.
They done got him, man. He's gone now.
And I hope heaven's exactly like he wrote it, like with the Snake Way and everything. Man, if I get to heaven and it's Snake Way, I'm like, this ain't heaven, this is hell. I gotta run now?
I gotta
run?
Well, you could just walk it.
That takes even longer.
Well, how would you do a combination? Run and walk.
I mean, really, would I get tired because I'm dead?
Well, Goku did.
I mean, because he's stupid, though.
But he's stupid enough.
Listen, I love Goku, but we can acknowledge he is not very book smart.
No. Fight smart. Yes.
He's a fighting genius, yes, but like when it comes to
Book smart.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to run about 6 miles today on your hands. And he probably do. He's like, oh, well, that's what Snake Way is, me, an intellectual, scooting along my electric scooter that I begged King Yama to give me. Loser.
King Yama, please.
No. What if I said, your desk is nice, I like it. What is this, mahogany? That my man with a plan behind the desk got mahogany. Look at that.
Did you say mahogany? Mahogany wood.
It's like a weird hierarchy. Like, I don't know. I don't understand how it works in Dragon Ball, but I imagine it's more complicated. It's just like you got King Yama just sitting there like, I guess you can go to heaven.
I
guess. But I'll send you to Hiffle.
I'll send you there.
Whoa, we went PC in the past 200 years, alright? We call it Haven for Infinite Losers. We stopped calling it hell. That sounded a little too Old Testament, so, Kami would talk to me about it. Or, excuse me, Dende.
Dende.
We got the blood fountain down there.
It's nice and red. Tastes like grape juice.
You can eat the clouds. That's one thing I learned from watching Dragon Ball in the after. You can eat the clouds.
They made a cotton candy.
Somehow, I don't know, Goku ate them.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not even going to talk about Snake Princess because they cut that out of Kai for some reason.
It was filler. They didn't care about it.
I know, Kai was weird. It's like, we're gonna trim the fat on all the filler and just give you the show. I'm like, I have another show you can do that with ninjas, preferably. Just not to waste everybody's time in the first Naruto. There's like 50 episodes of filler after the main shit ends. I'm just like, I'll tell anybody, just do the time skip. Just go to Shippuden. It's more fun that way. Everybody's taller.
They're all taller.
They're not children. They're still children, but they're taller children.
They're taller children.
Well, that's just listen. That's reality. Listen, Gohan was already fighting dinosaurs at 4 years old, so needless to say, these kids got some catching up to do. I don't care how many ninja gods you kill. This kid was fighting dinosaurs at 4 years old. And his stepdad blew up the moon.
And he did great work.
He was doing God's work out here.
Whatever
Kami was wanting him to do, I guess.
He almost turned into a monkey once. For a split second.
Yeah. Then he got an apple.
He got an apple. An apple. Oh man, never to have one of those stories written by him again is a wild thing to think about.
I mean, he's written other things. Like, there's a lot of stuff that he started and dropped. It's just Dragon Ball was the one that took the world by storm. Quite literally, because like everybody and their mom knows Dragon Ball. Even if you don't watch it, you just by cultural osmosis, you know what Dragon Ball is.
You just know. Yeah, just bloody know.
Which is cool, you know. There's a lot of good moments. Like I'll never forget. Like even though the games don't change at all, like if you play one Dragon Ball game, you pretty much played them all, because it's just the same story except Xenoverse. But we don't talk about that.
Well, you have other content in those games, like side stories and stuff of the nature.
But it still just covers the same things. Like you still got your Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, Android Saga, Boo Saga. You know, all that shit. It's just the same stuff. It's just colored differently and more fun.
Yeah, well, still fun to play though. Honestly,
oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, if you play one, you play them all. You know what you're getting into every time you buy a Dragon Ball game.
But you buy it because you love it.
You buy it for the muscles, the spiky hair, and the explosions. And the occasional pervy old man with a turtle on his back.
And the potential beam struggle that you may or may not get.
Which is really what you live for, honestly, most of the time.
Kind of, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, this is going to be like a weird mashup episode. I already have the title for this episode already thought out.
Okay.
Toriyama / cosmic horror.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's not clear. I'm talking about Toriyama, and I'm gonna get to that part sooner or later. I just want to talk about that now because I feel like we're gonna miss the bus if we wait any longer to record something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're already sitting in the back where the toilet is, so we can smell the shit. we're at the ass end of the bus.
We always are.
Speaking of buses.
Speaking of buses. Okay.
I hate driving during school hours.
Of course.
Or like when school lets out because I feel like when I'm behind the bus, the cool kids in the back are making fun of me. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that's a fear of mine, but every time I'm behind a school bus, I'm like, oh man.
Because they're stupid kids who don't know better yet.
Oh man, those kids wearing Gucci and Supreme are pointing at my car and laughing. Yeah, at least I can drive.
Wait till you get into your 20s. You'll see how fun it is then.
Bro, let's be honest. We're both kissing 30 pretty much.
Just what the... How dare you?
Me just shaking my old man fist out the window. Damn kids, you and your iPhones. I remember when they first came out. You don't even know what a flip phone is. You used to clack like hell to hang up on somebody. Yo, don't you call my motherfucking phone again. Now I gotta swipe up. I can't clack my phone. If I try that, it'll break in half.
Yeah. Well, they do the foldable.
Don't you contradict me on there.
But they don't have the same.
Don't you
They don't have the same clack though.
Excuse, whose show is this? Whose show is this?
It's our show.
Who conceived the idea of this show?
This is our show.
Who conceived the idea? Who tries to keep bringing this show back to life when we forget to do it?
Because we are collective morons.
No, because we have too many things going on at once. Every time we come over here to record, it's like 17 different things. Is this what Goku would want? Us fighting each other? Absolutely. Yeah, put him up, Brandon.
Absolutely.
I want to say something real quick. Cop.
What?
I don't know if I can do it. I ain't tried it in a long time. I can do it. I think I can do it.
If you think hard enough.
If I believe hard, you think if I believe in myself, I could do it?
Sure.
Brett, if I do it one time, ain't nobody fucking with me anymore. All I need is the one time.
Just the once.
I just need to blow a hole inside Crowder's Mountain, and I am set for life.
They'll never, ever.
I could be big pimpin' status like, hey, what am I saying? Y'all ain't got swag like this.
Oh, you talking back? Oh,
so 9 times out of 10, like, I might be an idiot, but I'm just still not dumb. If somebody drops to that pose and tries, I don't know if he can do it, but I'm not sticking around to find out.
You know what? You got this. Bye, champ.
See, that's why I think I'd be a good wrestler. That would be my finishing move. They don't know I can do it. They don't know if I can or can't do it. They would just, hey, Rev, call the match. Belt's yours. And now I'm the head of the table. Respect the bloodline.
Oh, right. Good luck with that one, sir.
I will. If Dragon Ball taught me anything, even a low class can beat an elite if they try hard enough. And I've got the gumption to keep trying because I'm too stupid to quit sometimes.
Oh, that one's gonna leave a mark. Oh,
they just hit him with a fucking chair.
Oh.
That was a real chair.
Oh.
I don't think his legs are supposed to bend that way.
Ooh.
me, my backwards legs tied behind my head. Is that all you got, Roman Reigns? I didn't hear no bell.
Just give it up, man. It's okay.
My pride won't let me.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's how I die in the ring. You know, one love, rest in peace.
Come on. Get out of there.
Hey, you know, but seriously though, like, man, Dragon Ball has some really cool moments. I'm pretty sure Piccolo also killed Carrot, or Dr. Carrot.
No, probably so. Sounds about right.
Do you know who Dr. Carrot is?
I don't remember Dr. Carrot. No.
Well, put a picture of him up because I'm gonna explain it to you right here.
Okay.
And that's Dr. Carrot. He was in Dragon Ball, and he actually got stuck on the moon. He could turn anybody into carrots, and he was a rabbit. And somehow Goku fought him, and like he wound up on the moon, and he's just been there the whole time until Piccolo blew it up. Like that, the thought never crossed my mind until I was watching like TFS like talk about villains and shit. I'm like, oh my god, I completely forgot about Dr. Carrot.
Yeah,
He's still on the moon,
maybe
after all these years. And then Piccolo blew it up. I'm like, I don't think Shenron's gonna bring him back on that one, Chief.
I think he's just dead.
I think he's cooked.
He's roasted rabbit now.
I mean, yes, you could argue that maybe leaving Gohan in Piccolo's care may not have been the smartest thing to do, but we got some pretty cool moments.
I mean, but could anybody really stop Piccolo at that point?
Krillin still knew the Kienzan. And I'm pretty certain Piccolo can grow his body back if he was bisected. I'm almost certain of that.
Probably so.
I haven't seen a Namekian do it yet.
He can regenerate his arms, though. Know that.
Can you imagine? That's got to be the stupidest thing. I can regenerate, but just my arms. Like any limbs that are lost, like leg, arms.
Also, just the arm.
Also, conveniently, Piccolo always forgets about his stretchy arm thing.
Like, oh!
I forgot we could do that. Now I have the gum fruit.
He rarely ever uses it. Yeah.
I think any Namekian just forgot they used it because that whole Namek. So I'm like, you all can do this, right?
There's like 1,000 of you. One of this person. How did you lose?
Power levels. And they're generally pacifist, honestly.
It's like...
Except Nail.
Nail was the exception.
Nail fought as best he could.
He gave up so many arms.
Yeah. And then, I think one of my favorites is like when Vegeta's rage breaks after like he finds the Dragon Balls are not where he hit him. He's like,
huh? What?
You could just taste the anger.
Dragon Balls. I had them here.
By the way, you know what's weird?
God.
It's like I know that the dragon's power is based on the size. I'm like, when I saw Namekian Dragon Ball, I was like, God damn.
Things are huge.
And then I saw the Namekian Shenron, I'm like, that boy be hitting the gym too. Which I'm guessing that Guru must have been way stronger than Kami.
Probably so.
Way stronger, because them balls were huge.
He was bigger than Kami.
Because he drank all the water.
Drink all.
He's a slug man.
Oh.
Was it cooler to think of Piccolo as a demon or just a slug alien? Honestly, the slug alien thing, I was like, that's actually slightly cooler than being a demon. It's slightly cooler because now you got a whole race of you that you didn't know about.
Yeah. I mean, I go either or. He's just uncle.
He's the best dad.
He's just uncle.
That could have been worse. Well, actually, technically, there was one person that could have said no to Piccolo. Mr. Popo.
No.
We don't know what he's capable of.
I think Popo just doesn't care most of the time. It's like,
no, he's strong. You know why? Because I remember specifically in the Majin Buu arc, he was able to hold down Goten and Trunks and Super Saiyan, and there's been no definitive time where Popo's done anything greater than that. And I'm like, motherfucker, you been holding back this whole time? I mean, I remember in Dragon Ball, you ate a Kamehameha wave. I specifically remember that. He just like... I'm like... the fuck is that?
Popo's just an entity, man.
Popo is just... something else.
Yeah.
I wonder if Toriyama's gonna do something with that. Probably not.
We'll see. We'll see what he can do with the reins now.
Hey, the torch has been passed to him officially.
So we'll see what
now
happens.
It's his turn. Now, if we could just get you to fucking bring back Super and get on with the Moro shit, that'd be great, because that stuff was actually very, very, very interesting.
Get Ultra Ego, finally.
And we get Black Frieza. That's an official form.
I know.
I'm not being racist, even though Frieza is racist. Well, you can't be racist toward a race that doesn't exist, but they kind of repopulate. Yeah, he's racist.
I guess he's strong enough to really doesn't care.
I think Frieza's more of a joke villain, honestly. Like, he used to be the shit, now he's more just like...
I'm here, bitch!
I like how its version of hell is just cute animals singing around him. I'm like, how bad was your fucking childhood that this is punishment to you? Honestly, I get why it would be. I know it'd be like me stuck in like a fucking 24-hour loop of listening to Dora the Explorer.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I don't know, what are some of your favorite moments? I know you got some. Like, I know all your fairy tale moments because you've told those to me in explicit detail.
Of course, the big ones, right? Where the first Super Saiyan transformation was always amazing. I always loved that one. I do go back and frequently watch the Super Saiyan 3 transformation a lot too. That's always fun just hearing him scream constantly. That shit was funny to me.
I'm pretty sure Sean passed out during that.
I'm pretty sure he might have.
I think that's confirmed. He did pass out after doing that recording.
Yeah, pretty sure.
You screamed for 3 minutes uninterrupted.
Yeah, I love the whole right before the Boo saga with the whole tournament.
Which one? The Outer World tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like.
I love how PyCon doesn't officially exist.
Yeah, he doesn't, which is kind of crazy because PyCon's actually really cool. I do like PyCon. But
PyCon's it's just the Pepsi version of a Namekian.
He really kind of.
He got some lips though. He got the kissable lips.
It do be like that though. Poor PyCon.
PyCon, you're a fun idea.
Maybe he'll come back at some point in the line.
I don't know. Timeline ain't looking too good for him to pop up again.
No, it doesn't. But you never say never, right?
I mean, we got the new Dragon Ball show, Daitama, so we might Daitama. I don't care. But whatever, it could be fun.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last thing we're getting.
It's the last thing from Toriyama.
Yeah, so we'll see. I ain't watched it yet, so.
You gotta watch it when it comes out. It's not already out. I don't know when it comes out.
I don't know either, but we'll figure that out later.
April? I'm not sure.
Any other moments? Like Super Saiyan 3, the Outer World Tournament filler arc.
Well, of course, I love the whole Android arc. That was obvious. Android was fun. Still was creepy, but the whole actual part of that.
I love how it's split into two parts. Like it was like half of it's the Android saga, and the other half is Cell. I'm like, you could have just left it as one or the other, honestly.
He's still technically an android. So it was a bioweapon, kind of.
I mean, like the only technical android is 16, because he's fully mechanical.
The rest are cyborgs.
I don't know about if you're bioengineered, does that make you robotic? Or
we did a science project.
Listen, I still question how fucking Giro managed to fucking operate on himself to turn himself into a cyborg, but whatever. Beyond my pay grade of thinking.
Maybe he made 19 to do it for him.
That explains the clown!
Dance for me, clown!
But why do they get worse the higher the number? Because you like 13...
13 was fun.
13, 14, and 15, they're pretty cool. 16, 17, 18, they were the strongest accordingly. So I'm just like, if that were the case, what the fuck component was Android 19?
I told you, he's just a lab assistant.
He was good at sucking. But why didn't he put that in, that little feature or bug in the other androids? Geniuses. They don't think it all the way through.
Yeah.
More importantly, you want revenge on a guy that literally blew up you and your organization 10 years ago?
Yeah.
A lot's happened in that time.
It's not the same kid.
More importantly, why couldn't Capsule Corp just like come in and just handle that? Aren't they like the biggest monopoly on the fucking planet in Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Because Vegeta ain't got to worry about money.
No, we don't.
And neither does fucking Chi-Chi, because she can just hit up Bulma like, hey, girl.
My man don't work. I need money.
Which, more importantly, her father was the Ox King, and in Dragon Ball, he was the richest man because he had this ancient treasure and shit he could sell. And I'm just like, so that's how they've been living.
It has to be.
Then why in Super would you make Goku be a farmer? I mean, granted, he can do it. That's pretty much the only thing he's good for. I wouldn't trust Goku in an IT department.
No.
Have you tried fighting your computer?
Have you tried punching it?
Punch your monitor as hard as you can.
You walk him like, Goku.
No, you walk up and be like, Goku, go ahead and clock out for me.
Goku, just clock out.
Just go ahead and clock out for me.
Just clock out. You're fine. But no. Here's your last paycheck. Clock out.
I just wrote a number on there. Just leave.
Just leave. There's some kind of money. Just go. Go back saving the world. That's what you're good at.
I mean, I think he would kill it in construction.
Yeah. No demolitions expert.
I feel like he would overshoot it a lot.
Probably so. But if you're trying to just level something...
Listen here, Mr. Son Goku. I'm going to need you to demolish the 3rd and 4th floor today, and we'll come back and do the rest over the course of the week. Where'd the building go?
Where'd the building go?
You say 3rd or 4th? Yeah, you just sped up the time clock. We were going to have this building demolished in a month, but 10 minutes is good.
I don't know fill the rest of the month with now.
Well, what are we supposed to do? Well, you just put us out of work. Now we gotta unionize. And it's a whole thing. What are we talking about again?
I gotta unionize. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right, what's your last... We'll do one more. What's your last favorite Dragon Ball moment?
I do always... the fucking Goku coming back to Namek. I just all held up and he fights for Kuma in like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
He's just fucking for Kumas. Like, he's in there demolishing everybody. And the Goku's like, are you strong? Boom! You're not very strong.
I mean, he was training like 10 times, or was it 100 times gravity?
Yeah, but it was just fun. He's like, that was so abrupt.
He just like he fucking kicks Gohan, breaks his goddamn neck, and then just Goku's elbow to the sternum and he's out.
You beat him on accident. And proceeds to get his shit rocked for a few episodes by a fucking purple dude.
Yeah.
Didn't see the body switch coming.
No.
If that didn't happen, would have been fine.
Kind of a pointless power if you think about it.
Yeah.
What good is a body if you don't know how to use it?
Exactly. As he learned post haste.
That he got jumped.
He's like, I can't use this body's full power. No, dip, Sherlock.
Because you don't understand how Saiyans work.
You have no idea how my body works.
I think what my last moment is going to be, fast forwarding to the Buu saga, is whenever, like, Buu is trapped in the hyperbolic time chamber with Piccolo and Gotenks. I don't know why. That whole interaction just makes me laugh, especially with the ghosts.
Yeah.
And he, like, gets blood. He's all like,
Fucking Piccolo destroys the fucking chamber. Like, ha, now we're all trapped in here.
Yeah, Boo literally screams so loud, like throwing a fucking hissy fit that he rips a hole through dimensions, and I'm like, you know what? We had ghosts before this. I'll allow it.
You are true menace.
I don't know how Gotenks pulled Ghost out of his ass, but hey, we're here now. Oh, C4 ghosts, as I call them.
Oh yeah, because they just explode on impact.
Which is whatever.
It's fuck key, man.
It would have been funny to just have like a bunch of evil reincarnated people just come out of his mouth like, huh? We got Hitler, we got Genghis Khan, we got Mussolini. We got motherfucking Mussolini. Play your cards, boo.
Play your cards.
Also, biggest bag fumble in Dragon Ball. I'm gonna say it now. Buu Saga, when Gohan became Ultimate Gohan, I have never seen a bigger fumble in all my damn life.
Yeah.
Like, bro, did you not learn your lesson a few years ago when you got your Super Saiyan 2 power up and you were just being a little too swaggy with it?
Sometimes you just gotta finish the guy.
Like, granted, yes, I realize you want to test out your new power, but everybody dead.
You let this man suck up your friends, and now he's beating your ass.
Which is beyond disturbing. This is like, man, the absorption gimmick never got old after Cell, huh? We're just still rolling with that. And so we're having fun with it now. Everybody gets turned into candy.
And he eats them. And now he looks like him, kind of. With the little
and he's got this weird giant penis on his head.
He never really utilized that well.
In the games he did, and it was even more disturbing that way.
As it should be.
We do the chocolate fucking beam move.
Yeah.
He's this giant dick on the back of his jump. I'm like, okay.
Okay, man.
Alright, you turn me into chocolate.
Damn it.
Speaking of creepy, let's move on to this part 2 of this episode. My favorite...
Try not to burp.
You're not doing a good job, man.
I'm sorry.
Really? Really? You're gonna let me have this episode and you're just gonna sabotage it, huh? I let you have the little Toriyama thing. Don't hide your shame. They can't see us, so don't hide your shame. You're like a mole rat. Like a mole rat with hair on your head. Anyway. On to the second part of this episode. My favorite genre is of any horror type thing. Because, horror is kind of split into subgenres all over the damn place.
Yes.
But my favorite subgenre is cosmic horror. Which I know I've talked to you at length about it. Because, we played Bloodborne together a lot before we even started this channel.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, and I vibed heavy with that game, too, because it was just, like, cosmic horror. I like the whole, like, spiel of it. Every beat was really good.
The kind of the comic book horror.
Oh, I know. I still have, like, my little debates. I'm like, could the Hunter take on every main character from the FromSoft games? And I think to myself, I'm like,
maybe.
Stat-wise, he actually could, actually.
Maybe. Potentially.
I mean, he doesn't have a soul, per se.
And he has a gun.
Parry this, you fucking casual.
I have a blunderbuss.
But no, like, cosmic horror is really cool because it's always the fear of the unknown. And you can really go crazy with it, especially, like, mainly when we played Bloodborne, and I explained to you, like, why I love it, is because of shit that we were seeing in that game. I'm like, you wouldn't see this shit anywhere else. No. Like, Flyheads, that thing that comes out of the trees, and the giant tentacle stabs you in the brain, and it sucks out your brains, or impregnates it with impure thoughts, as I called it. I didn't know if it was sucking or blowing. Pause!
Both.
Also, that weird fly thing at the library.
Oh, yeah. Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. That, for just some reason, just drove you. And then you got Mind Flayers.
Yeah.
Which, that was just out of left field. It was like, we gotta put some D&D in here. Let's throw Mind Flayers in.
What's the most...
Or they're called Winter Bells.
What's the most cosmic thing from D&D? Mind Flayers!
Yeah.
Throw it in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
I mean, that's really all you got is Mind Flayers and Beholders.
Mind Flayers are terrifying. I don't want them grabbing me.
I don't think anybody likes them grabbing. They eat brains. D&D Mind Flayers eat brains.
They steal your intelligence.
Joke's on them. I ain't got that much.
Why did your character sheet say -1 intelligence?
Because I know how you are. And you run into a pack of Mind Flayers. Ha ha! I get advantage. I don't have intelligence.
Oh, this will be fun.
I don't have it. And then you hit me with an intelligence saving check. Fuck!
Save this asshole!
He's stat wrong.
He's that stupid.
But I love it because, like, I gotta owe it all to, like, H.P. Lovecraft, the father of cosmic horror. Call of Cthulhu and stuff like that. Which, by the way, a lot of his stories were very short stories. Mm-hmm. Like the Grumpy Old Man, The King in Yellow. Just name a few stories that I've read. They're very entertaining to read, but I like it when people expand upon it a little bit.
Sure.
You got, like, Shadow over Innsmouth is another good story I like. I love the video games that involve it, too. Like, I play Call of Cthulhu. Both the old and new one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I played The Sinking City, which I recently found out The Sinking City is getting a sequel. I'm like, ooh.
That's neat.
I did it, oh, neighbor.
More shit.
More weird shit for my brain.
More content.
Usually the same theme that falls into, like, Lovecraftian horror is that it's all about dreams.
Right.
It's just these giant cosmic beings that may or may not live in our own oceans. That might explain a lot of things why I don't like the ocean. I don't want Cthulhu to be like, hey, what are you doing in my waters?
What you doing in my water?
Well, technically, sir, you're as big as a planet, so it's kind of hard to navigate around you.
I mean, I don't got many places I can go.
I mean, land's pretty cool and all, but you're fucking with people while you're asleep. And if you wake up, it's game over.
How'd you look down there?
But it's always cool. It's always that the mystery of it I enjoy too.
Sure.
It's like, because, like I said before, cosmic horror is like the fear of the unknown. Like, your brain can't readily process what the fuck you're looking at, which is why I enjoy cosmic horror so much, because I like the theater of the mind stuff that I also come up with.
Yeah. But
also the thing that comes out of it later.
Right.
And I know there's, like, different creatures that have expanded from that universe. You have, like, the Shoggoth, the King in Yellow, which is a very interesting one. I like the King in Yellow because that one in particular, he likes to fuck with people.
Fair enough. Understandable.
For example, he loves, like, the Egyptian times where he was a pharaoh.
Oh.
Because everything was gold. Not,
yeah, okay.
Not that he did that. It was just that he was always drawn to the color yellow. So he likes actively making slaves and shit like that. Most of these like old gods, that's just their thing. And they're larger than life. Like some swallow galaxies. Like some are just so ridiculously like out there that you can't even quantify it.
That's fair.
There's one I think, and I can never say his name right, so I'm just gonna explain what it's like. Is that he has like so many eyes, but every eye is a different galaxy that he controls. So yeah, it gets pretty out there. So whenever like someone comes to me with power scaling, I'm just like, man, I read some weird shit that would just blow your fucking mind. You think Mori Jin's pretty strong? Check these guys out. But they're more like under the bed kind of shit, like shit that keeps you up at night. But it's always weird though, because like the main character of these stories is either they get hypnotized, they're dead, or they're just tricked into doing exactly what they were fighting against. It's one of the three. You can call it a mile away, but it's the mystery and lore building you come for, which is why I kind of get drawn into this stuff. Because I'm like, what part of this mythos has this person done to create this world? Like they all follow the same themes,
right?
And it's kind of like, and I compare like Lovecraftian horror to like, in layman's terms, like the Amalaverse and in SMT. That's kind of how it works.
Right.
Like you're always gonna have the big cheese on the outside watching everything. You're gonna have these intermediate fights between the smaller ones and yada yada yada. What's the goal of all this with these cosmic deities? Nobody knows.
Wherever the fuck they want.
They can't openly destroy the universe because why would you stop eating? If you're hungry, why would you just not eat? It doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
But it's like a weird power play. Like, Cthulhu's not the man. He's just the most popular one that everybody talks about.
No.
Like, if you don't know anything, you at least know Cthulhu. Like, just the name alone, you know that one.
Yeah.
Everything else is just kind of, dreamers, truth seekers, blah, 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 that kind of shit. It's interwoven in a lot of shit that we consume. Especially in, like, thrillers and supernatural shit. But yeah, I love it. I love all of it.
That's good.
Just like I love, I even love the creatures that get made up. Like in the most recent Call of Cthulhu game, there was something called the Shambler, and he lives in a painting, but it's like a puzzle boss fight because you have to avoid him but find the right dagger that will destroy the portrait. Whole sequence is dumb, but it's still pretty fun to play. My only gripe about Lovecraftian games, the only one that I know that was done right and fun was Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Because that was like, it's cosmic horror. I didn't like Rom the Vacuous Spider. I felt bad for killing it because he really was just chilling in the lake doing nothing.
With the spiders.
The headbutting spiders. Which I didn't know they did until we played all those years ago. Because I think we didn't play together for a while.
Yeah.
And then I think I found out you had Bloodborne and then we just started doing it there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because we were doing Chalice Dungeons together originally.
Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah.
And we were playing through the main story and I was just like, I feel bad for Rom.
You get headbutt by a spider. BAM!
Pretty much. Once I headbutt hit, I was done. I was like, oh, you're not cool anymore. You hurt me. This thing hurt me. Kill it.
They can do that?
Or,
shit.
Or, I don't think I've ever told this story like on video of my horrifying experience with the Old Hunters DLC.
Oh, yeah.
I've told you the reason why I don't want to go through it again. One time was enough for me. I'm willing to play Bloodborne and do all that stuff, but I will not touch the Old Hunters DLC again. I had enough time getting to the first boss, which we did play that part together.
Ludwig.
Just getting to Ludwig was a nightmare. Ironic considering.
And then you fought Ludwig and you're like...
And then I didn't even know I don't know what I expected. That freak out I had when we played, that was real. I didn't know I was expecting an NPC type character, he's just in there, there's to a boss that's phase 2 transforms, kind of like Father Gascoigne. That's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting multi-eyed fucking weird dead-like horseman. I wasn't ready for that.
And he pulls sword out his
mouth,
chest.
Yeah, that phase 2 was just like, oh, he gets a sword now. Oh, and what was the stupidest thing I said in that moment? And I remember it exactly because it was one of my greatest come-ups. Like, what the fuck is Horsey gonna do with a sword? Swink.
Swink.
Your companion has died.
It's like,
Huh.
best buddy now!
Huh. Mayhaps I have become error.
No!
Fast forward about, what, 4 or 5 days of that?
Yeah.
Just coming home from work. Get on, Brandon. We gotta run the gauntlet a little.
Let's fuck this horse.
And then we made it past the horse.
It didn't get better.
It got progressively worse. I don't know how it got worse.
It got worse. There was a second horse.
Yeah.
A fire horse version.
Yeah, and then we had to fight fucking what's her face, the other hunter. I forget her name.
Oh,
the one that you thought was a katana, but it was just a really cool looking rapier. She's in the clock tower.
I know you're talking about.
Because
I forgot her fucking name.
Because I remember she had that unfucking forgiving block, or that unblockable move, or undodgeable move, where she could just stab you like 6 fucking times and knock you away. And I'm like,
yeah,
that seems a little much. But I guess if you're one of the OG hunters, you can do that.
Yeah, you have that ability. You know, that sword, you gotta find that sword in somebody's fucking asshole later.
Which honestly, considering how many pigs I fisted in the ass. Maria, yeah.
What's Maria?
Considering how many pigs I fisted in the ass in that game, which yes, I took more joy in than I should have. Only because of before you click off, because I said that, or take that little voice clip out of context, let me explain. There is a moment in Bloodborne where you accidentally become the bad guy. And it involves a little girl, her father, and a pig. And you know the quest line I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Every time I start a new game of Bloodborne, I just avoid her.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the safest option for you. I have the future. I know what happens. You go, you die. You go to that church, you die. You stay, you're fine. Just stay in the house. Watch Hex Girls on repeat for 10 hours on your iPad. Just don't open the door.
Stay in there.
And I remember the moment where it crushed me when I found out what happened to her. Because I was on the phone with you. Because you were telling me about the quest line. You were just like, you're not going to like the ending. I'm like, bro, it's going to be worth it. I already done sent her to the church. I just got to go see her. And then I find the pig.
So you sent her to the church? Oh, no.
And then I found the pig. And then I was like, hey, dude, I didn't know this pig dropped this ribbon. And then you're like, And then I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
After 30 seconds of awkward silence, you're like, just read the item description. I pull it up. I'm like, no!
The pig got her, man.
Just the most violent scream I ever let out. They got my roommates for God at the time.
That poor girl. That poor girl.
That poor pig.
Fuck that pig.
Well, see, it's unclear. Like, did she get eaten by the pig, or did she turn into one? Because you can turn into one. Did I kill the girl, or was she already done? Either way, it's a tragic ending.
Either way, it's not good.
Either way, because if I didn't know, hey, listen, I just saw a giant pig with multiple eyes coming at me. I wasn't taking no chances.
In that game, yeah, you don't take chances.
9 times out of 10, if you're somewhere in that game for 30 seconds and nothing's trying to eat your liver, that is a good sign.
That is a good sign.
You get a moment to breathe. But yeah, that's the only like cosmic horror game that I feel was done right. There's been a few others as well, but not that I can think of the top of my head that kind of stuck out like Bloodborne did.
Yeah, at some point we make it a 2.
Well, if Sony, I'll be satisfied with a remake, like for PS5, like a more up to date, flashier version of it. I'd be down for that, because frame rates kill a lot. I didn't have that problem in Elden Ring, but I had that problem in Bloodborne.
Have you played Bloodborne in PS5?
There is a PS5 version of it.
I'm pretty sure you can put the PS4 version in the game.
I have it downloaded. One of my friends got into it. I've been helping her out, and let me tell you, the nostalgia hits hard because I love it when these people are like, I wanna try out Bloodborne. I heard it was pretty cool. Me reaching out a bloodstained glove, shake my hand. Why don't you shake this poor sinner's hand?
No.
I'll guide you, child.
Never!
Through these blood-soaked streets, where the screams are plenty, and the howls of the damned ring in your head, I will be your guide.
Just give me Yeah, I don't know. Bloodborne's a fun experience.
Even better with friends. If you listen, you watching or listening right now, go buy Bloodborne. I'm pretty sure it's still $20. It's on PlayStation's Greatest Hits. If you don't have a PS5, go fuck yourself. Go buy one.
Any FromSoft game is better with friends, honestly.
Except Sekiro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't play with friends on Sekiro. I can play with you here. Go check out that playlist. You done it years ago. It was fun.
It's gonna get redone.
Oh, you're throwing the gauntlet down for that now?
Oh, I've been throwing that gauntlet.
Well,
down.
you've been back and forth about us going back to it.
No, I'm going back to it at some point.
You mean like for a series or just personal?
Oh yeah, for a series because I'm.
Oh, right. That game punked you fucking hard in the
It
beginning.
punked me hard as shit. I'm not.
Go watch like the first 3 episodes of Sekiro, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
There was just a moment toward the end where I'm just like, okay, dude, here you go, take it. I'm not fucking.
And
done.
the rest of the series is all me.
And it's just I'm like, I'm done. Because we were swapping off between bosses and shit. I'm like, fuck this.
I can't do this no more, bro. Fuck this owl. Fuck Genichiro.
Fuck everything. I'm so done. You take it.
Don't worry, the final episode's really fun because it's just me fighting for my fucking life against Ishin the Sword Saint. Meanwhile, him and our friend Marty are having a casual fucking conversation while I'm fighting for my fucking life.
It's like, oh, he's still fighting. Good job, B. Go on.
Just talking about random shit. I'm just brooding over here on this desk, just like, I've died 6 fucking times.
Don't worry, you'll have your comeuppance. You can watch me do it.
True. But don't worry. I still remember the steps to get one of the hardest and best endings, which we always go for in those games.
That's what we're going for.
You're welcome. There's a lot of backtracking we're going to be doing. And
so.
Timing.
Yeah.
We got to eat a lot of rice. That is one of the steps.
I love FromSoft games and they're
Oh, really? You didn't think the fucking 3 umbilical cords was enough in Bloodborne? I thought you were talking crazy when you told me that.
You have to go get 3 umbilical cords, and one of them you have to take a pretty good leap of faith to go get. A couple leap of faith, actually.
When you told me that, I honestly... Listen. I thought you were so full of shit when you told me where it was. I was like, I've been to this area 100 fucking times. I've never seen the little item glow thing here. You're full of shit. Sure as shit, I take the leap of faith, break a barrel, and it's right there. I'm like, there's no way anybody would have figured this out by themselves. There's no conceivable way. And I went on a fucking 20-minute rant about it because I was like, this is bullshit. And what's even more bullshit is the double fucking decker whammy boss fight at the end of the game against Gurman and the fucking moon presence. You didn't even get a break. It's just, boom, who did that? Moon presence. Fuck.
It's like, yeah, Gurman's dead. Why is the moon moving closer?
Why's the moon got tentacles?
Ah, shit. What'd I do? And you turn into Slug.
Yeah, I know that became a slug. We just kind of sparked the lore for this channel that I'm an Eldritch Nightmare. None of you watch it can confirm or deny. I've never shown my face. Neither is Brandon, but rest assured, he is an automaton. Rest assured, that is true. That is factual. He is a programmed AI.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think he sounds so robotic when he talks? I've been bamboozling you this whole time.
You've been tricked.
An Eldritch Nightmare and an AI? This is unheard of.
It's the future.
I mean, my people, we've been here for a while. We're just letting y'all have fun with the planet. Y'all built some pretty cool shit. But our cities were a lot bigger.
That's fair.
And they're underground. But don't tell anybody I told you that.
We won't get better than me. I don't care about these people. Fuck these people.
I guess one of the perks of being an AI is you just live forever as an algorithm.
I'm just data. Fuck, I can just switch bodies anytime I want to.
If you gotta... Listen, I stick you in a USB. You'll be awakened whenever I plug you into something. It's like a Pokeball for AI.
The moment you plug me in, then everything's all gone to shit in the handbasket.
We'll see, for Brenner, only a second has passed for you, but for me, an entire century! And I've only got 1 gray hair in my beard. That's how slow I age.
That's how slow it is. Alright, so you got anything else you want to talk about and go over?
I guess like Lovecraftian or like cosmic horror recommendations, like movies, games, and books. I would recommend. Obviously, Call of Cthulhu, is a good story to read. Shadow over Innsmouth. It's a bit lengthy depending on the version you read. Still good. Love the fish people. A lot of, and just to throw this out, a little asterisk I'm gonna put on Lovecraft's name. I think I've told you this before, but I've never said it out loud to the people. I'm not a big fan of the government.
I mean, that's obvious, yeah. Makes sense.
But for Lovecraft, little fun fact, did you know that he was such a racist motherfucker? Even the KKK asked him to stop. When the Grand Wizard's like, hey, HP, can I have you, HP? Listen here, I'm with the South Carolina Confederate Front, and we just want to tell you something right now. Love your work, love the enthusiasm, love the gung-ho gumption attitude, but I want to tone it down a little. We're trying to scare them, not terrorize them. There is a difference.
There is a difference.
Meanwhile, Lovecraft with this like weird fucking face paintings and mask on. He didn't really do that. I just imagined this what he would look like. He's like, why should I? Those filthy Whoa! Easy guy. Anybody that's just not white, you just don't vibe with, huh? So yeah, little asterisk for there. Don't believe me? Look it up. He was such a fucking racist. Made some really cool stories. You know, separate the art from the artist. I don't indulge in racism, despite what our and my own personal party chat may sound like. I may sound like a war criminal. I may sound like a raging, devious, homosexual variant of a racist.
However,
satire. Satire is the word we're using here. It's all fun. I mean nothing, but I don't believe anything that I say. I don't believe that women are objects.
It's all jokes and fun and games.
So just in case like the FBI is still closing in on my location, just know that I don't stand by anything I said about, you know, pipe bombs and Windex. This is legally binding, right?
Yes, it's legally binding.
Okay, thank you.
This is all legally binding.
Game-wise, Call of Cthulhu is really good, both of them. If you can find an emulator to play the old one, do that. If not, the newest one's still pretty good. Little detective game. Little murder mystery going on. It's pretty cool. The Sinking City is really good. Obviously, I recommend Bloodborne if you want some more action to cut your teeth on for a little bit.
And just be weirded out by all the creepy shit that goes on.
Oh no, I laugh my ass off at a lot of shit, especially the old man with the fucking cannon in his wheelchair. That shit will always be funny to me. Especially, and I wish we recorded Bloodborne back then, because we had so many good fucking moments and memories. Especially when you got blasted. I come up a ladder, I see a fucking you blasted out of the doorway off the cliff. I'm like, what the fuck happened? There's an old man with a cannon in there.
I was like, hi! Don't go in there!
I'm sure he's got to take time to reload.
No.
Nope. I came. You were coming up, like I was coming down. I'm like, he didn't reload.
He didn't reload. Ah, shit. Comedic goal that we cannot replicate, which is so unfortunate.
Then we had that time with Margot's wet nurse. That was another fucking interesting time. Like, we were both just caught off guard how many blades that bitch had.
Why do you have so many?
You are a wet nurse. What do you mean?
This is not serving and protected. What are you doing?
Also, just some random deaths we have. Like when I got fucking rammed into a wall by a pig, just out of left fucking field. By the way,
it was like, boom.
I didn't even hear him. We were talking about like work or something, and then all of a sudden it's just boom.
Damn. Looked over at me. You're next.
Exactly.
I'm out of here.
But
gone.
Unfortunately, the only thing that we didn't do together was fight the Orphan of Cause. Because we attempted it a few times together. We never beat it because I beat it on my own. You beat it on your own.
God, that was a taxing fight.
No, I did. I remember I fastballed my controller against the wall that day. 3 hours in, and that broke me. That's when I knew that in my heart of hearts, I firmly became a FromSoft player. Are you really a FromSoft player if you've never shattered a controller? Or come close to it?
At least throwing it. And breaking something.
Well, see, now that we have PS5s are more expensive, like, before I get pissed off, I'm like, hey, $80, 80, put it down. Put it down. You don't have $80 to go buy another one right now.
That's why I throw mine and get soft shit, just in case.
I just grabbed my pillow and scream into it.
I did that last night.
Oh, I bet you did.
Well, that was before I called you. It was after.
No, I call you. You never call me.
Oh, yeah, that was after you called me.
I'm about to say, you never call me. I always call you when you're on the toilet.
You know.
That's not even a bit. I'm not that. Listen, I know it may sound like a bit. I know we play it up like a bit. For real, anytime I call Brandon, it could be any time.
7 out of 10 times.
He is on the toilet, taking a shit. Anytime I call him. That is like most of our conversations.
Anyway,
I feel like after a while you were just afraid to go shit because you knew your phone would ring.
I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna take my phone with me because I'm gonna play games on my phone. But I know the motherfucker's gonna probably call me.
Usually, yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Usually, yeah.
And again, 7 out of 10 times it happens.
Yeah.
I don't have to answer the phone, but I'm like, this is funny for the bit.
It's been years. It's been years, and I tell you could just call me back when you're done. You don't have to answer the phone mid-shit, because nothing is more taxing on your butthole than when you get stressed the fuck out or distracted when someone calls you.
9 times out of 10 times after you've called me, I'm just at that point I'm just sitting there, just kind of
scrolling through your phone, wait for your legs to go numb.
Yeah, just like, okay. I probably should get up at some point.
That's your cue to get off the toilet then.
It's like, okay, I think it's time to get up now.
That's your cue to get off the toilet is when I call.
Exactly.
It's like, well, how do I know to stop taking a shit if you don't call me?
I don't know when to stop. I'm just stuck here forever.
I'm just still shitting.
I'm stuck. My ass is glued to the toilet. This is terrible. I need the release.
Yeah, that's been a reoccurring bit for years. Movies. There's plenty of movies that have Lovecraftian horror in them. And just cosmic horror in general.
Rapid fire. Rapid fire mouth.
Technically, it would be considered cosmic horror because, the clown.
Sure.
I know you've never seen it, but
I've seen the trailers about it.
And that was enough for you?
Now I'm like, I don't care.
I know you don't do horror. That's
like, I saw the trailers like, I don't give a shit.
See, I love horror. That's the weird thing too. I love horror, but you don't like it. I'm surprised we haven't watched a horror movie together in our entire friendship, honestly. I don't think it's weird. I don't
know if you'd call The Quiet Place a fucking horror movie because we watched that.
Well, I can't be quiet, so it is a horror movie for me. You would survive me. I would have been the kid in the beginning of the movie that got snatched the fuck up. You know what I would have done at that moment? I would have just farted really loud.
He's like,
meanwhile, you just hear it rumpling through the trees like, dang! I thought it would be funny!
I can't remember if we did or did not watch that together. I'm pretty
sure
we did.
Because I remember me, you, Dustin, and Marty went to go see that movie.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
When it first came out, the first one, when it hit theaters, that was a long time ago.
Back when you could go to the theaters and it was...
No, you still go to the theaters.
You can now,
but it's like the last time the boys got together to go do something. Like,
now I'm just like...
We haven't got the band back together in a long time.
A very good long while.
I mean, I hung out with Dustin a few weeks ago.
Yeah?
He came by the house, we had a few drinks, and just played Mario Kart.
Mario Kart!
That's pretty much all we did for 4 hours. Just sitting on my couch playing Mario Kart on the big TV.
That's funny.
Just knocking back Miller Lights. Just take a drink every time you're not in third place. 4 beers later, I'm laying on the floor playing his fucking Dry Bones. Just like, why can't I not drift?
Why can't I not drift?
Yeah, back to the movie things. I keep getting distracted. God, it sucks having ADHD and trying to do a podcast.
Yeah. I could try to keep it on track, but I'm like, this is your show for today, so...
Man, fuck you. Anyway, Color Out of Space is a good one. Has Nicolas Cage in it, and a very, very good concept about water. That's one I've watched recently, is The Color Out of Space. Reanimator's good. It's a bit dated, but it's still good. It's a good gore fest kind of movie. And there's a dead cat that gets brought back to life.
Damn it. Stupid fucking cat.
Yeah, it's weird. The Blob is a good one. White Stuff's a good one. White Stuff's an old movie. It's just about this superfood that everybody likes that suddenly gains a consciousness. Then you have Dagon, really good cult movie about it. One that I made... Well, you've met Amber.
Yeah.
I made her watch this one a long time ago. And she still hates me for it because of the fucking amount of body horror that was in it. Was The Void.
Oh.
And I honestly, that was a movie I watched purely out of boredom.
Sounds like something you would do.
It is. It's exactly something I would do out of boredom. Because I hate being bored.
Yeah.
So, and the movie's basically about these cultists that basically trap a bunch of people in the hospital, and there's a thing about a black pyramid. I'm not going to spoil too much. It's a really fun movie to watch. You know, small town problems equals big problems later.
Yes.
See, what's one more movie I could pull out of my ass that's really good? I want to say that I can't remember the name of the movie, but it had like Kristen Stewart in it from Twilight. But she's like a marine diver. Something to do with water, but there's actual like the camera work is done beautifully because you're deep underwater.
Yeah.
You can't really see shit.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole mining rig underwater that everybody lives on. It gives alien vibes, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But those are some recommendations if you want to read, watch, play any of the... Oh, did I give book recommendations? Yeah, I did.
You did. You started with book recommendations.
There is an anthology for Lovecraft stories out there. I forget what it's called, but it has like a good 500 pages of all of his stories just kind of split up. So I would recommend that one if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty of it. Or do what I did and just find an iceberg video, and that's about 2.5 hours of my life I'm never getting back.
Yeah, I have iceberg videos.
Yeah. So that about does it for this episode of After Hours. Hope you enjoyed our Toriyama Cosmic Horror episode.
Next week we're back to regular content. Maybe, I don't know. I have no fucking idea for next month. I don't know.
Regular fucking content.
What's on here? I don't know. I have nothing for you.
What?
That's just a stereotypical ending, man. I don't know what to say. That's what everybody else says. I don't fucking know.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know.
Tell you what. If it's my episode next time again, I can tell them what I'm gonna do, because it'll be summertime by the time I get to do it.
This is going up in March.
No shit.
So the next one's April, so springtime. So I don't know yet.
Springtime will educate you on Groundhog Day.
It's not. Fuck that groundhog. Other than the fact that they let a groundhog decide whether it's going to be cold or hot, it's kind of silly to me, but it's what it is.
Oh, really? Is that silly to you?
It's kind of dumb, honestly.
You know, back in the day, we used to have sundials.
Yeah?
And before that, we just kind of burned people because they just did basic math. Like, what do you mean you put 2 bottles together and got a bigger bottle? Burn him!
Still think that like same time is a bunch of stupid shit.
I like to think people back in the olden days were just bored as shit.
Probably so. They didn't have a lot of technology.
Nothing to do but fucking farm. Fuck, fighting, farm, the 3 F's you got.
3 F's.
And more importantly, if you were fucking, you were just making a workforce for the farm.
Yeah.
And not just that, Ken? Sorry, I had Barbie on the brain for a second. I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
Okay, I think we're starting to ramble now.
No, I'm not done with my olden day fucking ramble, alright? They had kids. Most of them would die within like the 3rd or 4th year. You'd just be like, oh, darn, Ralphie died? He had my eyes. Well, let's get here and make another one. Man, if you were like a ditch digger, man, you were just rolling in it with money.
Yeah.
Who says there's a thankless job? Nobody wants to bury people, but the creepy one-eyed guy does. We'll pay him to do it. He likes digging holes. He ain't afraid of no yellow-spotted lizards.
Digging up holes, digging up. Anyway.
Now we're rambling.
Now, ladies and gentlemen.
What would you name your 6 kids?
I don't have an answer for you.
Jeffrey, Martin, Billy, Samwise, Marshall, and Dave. There you go. There's my workforce for the farm back in the homestead.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this Cosmic Horror Toriyama.
The Cosmic Horror of Toriyama.
The Cosmic Horror Toriyama.
Oh no, that's gonna be my next episode. I'm gonna explain how Toriyama is actually an Eldritch Nightmare beast and poisoning our minds.
But until that time comes around, ladies and gentlemen, remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, step up with all of our upcoming content.
Follow me on X at GodEaterD and on YT respectively, and we will see you next month. A podcast